A lighthouse keeper once kept his post for 3 weeks after his 2 colleagues died, completely alone, with no way to signal for help, off the coast of Scotland, on a remote cluster of rocks called the Flannan Isles, where 3 experienced keepers, Thomas Marshall, James Ducat, and Donald MacArthur, had simply vanished.
That's a pretty wild story. But what's the big deal? They probably just got swept out to sea or something.
The last entry in this logbook was December 15th. It described waves of unnatural height, winds that screamed like living things, and one of the men weeping uncontrollably in the corner, Donald MacArthur, the toughest of the 3, a man who had survived shipwrecks and storms that killed younger men, was the one crying.
Okay, that does sound pretty spooky. But it was probably just a really bad storm.
The next day, the entry read only, "Storm still raging, God is over all, then nothing, no bodies were ever found. The crane used to haul supplies had been bent sideways by some enormous force. One of the men's coats was still hanging by the door, meaning whoever left in a hurry, into freezing cold without protection."
That is really weird. But maybe they just got rescued by someone and didn't have time to grab their stuff.
The sea gave no answers. The lighthouse kept blinking through the winter, automated after that, as if nothing had happened. Some doors, once opened, never fully close, and I think this is one of those cases where we're not being told the whole truth.
You're not suggesting that something supernatural happened, are you?
I'm saying that the official story doesn't add up. And there are too many unanswered questions. The fact that the lighthouse was automated after the incident, and the strange circumstances surrounding the disappearance of the keepers, all point to a cover-up.
A cover-up? That's a pretty big accusation. What could they possibly be hiding?
Maybe it was a government experiment or a paranormal event or something else entirely. But one thing is for sure. The truth about what happened on the Flannan Isles is still out there, and it's up to us to keep searching for it.
I don't know, man. This all sounds like a pretty far-fetched conspiracy theory to me.
That's exactly what they want you to think. But the truth is, there are still many unexplained phenomena in this world, and the disappearance of the Flannan Isles lighthouse keepers is one of them. And it's up to us to keep questioning the official story and seeking the truth.